Well,
there's proof and evidence of it.
Proof and evidence, right? Proof and evidence. You know, we're going to talk a little bit about the Kyle Rittenhouse trial that's going on right now. And just so you know, I'm not far-right conservative. I'm not a far-left guy. I'm pretty much down the middle, which makes me a normal, sane person. I don't shut people down when they're talking. I don't mind you having an opinion, and as does Eric. Tell them a little bit how you feel about politics.
No, open conversation is what gets things done. People who shut each other down, they don't accomplish anything.
Make sure you speak up.
Yeah, you can't hear that.
So we're going to talk a little bit about the Kyle Rittenhouse thing, and you know, right back to the very beginning of the trial. I think it's a farce. Yeah, it comes right down. The first thing you ever say in a shooting is, was it self-defense? All these people that say he shouldn't have had a gun, he shouldn't have had this, whatever, that's neither here nor there. You have a right to have a gun anywhere. So just about. I'm not going to say anywhere. But so that argument is null and void. The other guy had a gun. Why didn't he get charged? So there's this argument that he shouldn't have had a gun in Kenosha is ridiculous. His dad lived in Kenosha. He spent time in Kenosha. I just find it funny that the same people that bitch about we have borders, they bring up the whole, all of a sudden there's a border and he brought a gun across the border and stuff like that, which is a lie. He got the gun in Kenosha.
They ran that thing like the old communists would run their trials. Hey, we have a problem, now we have to find the guilty party. Instead of having a guilty party, or a party who is in question and determining whether they were right or wrong in what they did.
Yep, it seems like that's what we're having happen a lot nowadays. It's okay for one side to riot and loot and steal, but it's not okay for the other side to get upset about it and try to defend themselves. They just expect you to be able to sit back and take it. And I don't think on any planet that's normal. When you have a society that's one side is forcing the other side to accept something, that's not how it works.
Definitely not okay.
No, I mean, Eric, we read a lot about, you know, just being SEER instructors, survival instructors for the Navy. We read a lot about the communists, people that have been captured by the communists and what they tried to do as far as brainwashing, making your own country look bad. And part of that's what we see here in the whole Kenosha thing. You got a government, the president saying that this guy is guilty, propaganda, you know, putting his own thing out there, his own spin, which is the exact opposite of what you'd expect a leader of a country to say or do. A leader should be talking about the morals and values of the country. Hey, we have a great justice system, let's let it play its course. The minute he says some bullshit,
public opinion shouldn't play anything in the court of law.
Right.
It's laws that we have that we all abide by.
Yeah, and if you're a politician, you abide by the rule of law, which is, in the United States, you're innocent until
proven guilty.
Until proven guilty. When you got a president saying that this guy's a white supremacist, number one, it's freaking bullcrap that a president would say that, whether it's Trump or anybody else. I don't care who it is. You just keep your mouth shut and you toe the line as the leader of the free world, and you say, we are a nation of laws. Right? Well, that releases the House. What do you think about that? Keep going.
Yeah.
Tell them what you think about it.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't follow the trial completely, and I didn't pay attention to all the things. But when you watch that stuff and you watch the prosecuting attorney, he was definitely reaching. And I mean, the judge even gave him the 1-4 for doing it. He's trying to push an agenda and not just trying to deal with the facts.
Now they're trying to smear the judge because that's what the left does.
Yeah, they didn't like the outcome, so they're going to defame this guy. They didn't try to do the same thing with Rittenhouse.
And the thing is, for the longest time, most of the people on the left that you would talk to didn't even realize that he had shot 3 white people, not anybody else of color. It was 3 white people. So tell me where the racist thing is in that story. It's just absolutely ludicrous. If you get your information from any of these mainstream media type, you should go to smaller places that aren't linked to the big corporations, because it's absolutely ludicrous that you listen to MSNBC and half of their commercials are for Pfizer. they're just run by big corporations, and they have a narrative to put out, and that's what they do. How many times have they been wrong in the last 4 years about everything? They were wrong about Trump. You got Hillary's people going to jail right now or being indicted. They were wrong about the Covington boy. They were wrong about so many different things. About are the liberals standing up behind the Jesse Smollett? Remember Jesse Smollett?
Yeah.
Come on, really? I don't know. What do you got? You got anything on it?
You just can't watch the big news channels and think you're getting a straight, true story. You got to dig a little bit and find out what the facts are for yourself. And you're not willing to do that, you shouldn't be parroting what they're saying because you don't know it's real. And that goes for both sides of the fence. You never know what's coming through those guys and how they're spinning it so that you get one perspective over another. Shouldn't be that way. You should be able to make up your own mind, especially if they're not just reporting the news. They're reporting what they want you to see.
The minute you hear somebody say race, it's racist or racial, they're shutting down the conversation. They're using it as a cudgel, or, a big hammer to shut down all conversation because they got nothing else to say. That's not how normal people, even, we got liberals at work. I got liberals all the time, that say they're liberal. They're on the left, and they still talk to you, stuff like that. It's these people on the TV that shut every conversation down. So, anyway, Kyle Rittenhouse and every one of the 3 guys that attacked him, they were chasing him down. I don't understand how the defense could say that he was the aggressor because he came to someplace with a gun. So did the third guy that got shot in the bicep. He had a gun. It was legal. He came there with a gun. So this whole notion that you can't have a gun in America is ridiculous. That's a ridiculous prosecutorial point. It's stupid. It's freaking stupid, but you get it out there because so many people will believe that, and it's dumb.
Once that prosecutor says it, then he sways your mind and your opinion, and that's all he's going for.
Right.
He wants to get into the feelings of the jury and not the facts.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. I mean, that's really actually his job, but I would have assumed that his job was justice, not a win.
That's right. That's the way it should be.
All right. So then you got the first guy that I don't care what he was. I don't care what he looked like or anything. He's chasing Kyle down and says he's going to kill him. And this is, Kyle's there putting out fires and trying to do things like that. Gets chased down. The guy goes to grab his gun. There's a whole bunch of people chasing you down. That is, you can think you're going to die. I don't know if you've ever been chased by a bunch of people. I have in the Navy. When I was in boot camp, I was chased by like 5 or 6 people. And I thought I was going to die, and I picked up a lead pipe, and I would have hit one of them in defense of myself because there was 5 or 6 of them. And I didn't know what they were going to do or how far they were willing to go.
That mob mentality, when a mob gets together, it's dangerous. Look what happened with all the riots.
Wait, so he should give up his gun and hopefully they don't kill him? No. That's not how it works. So he defended himself, and he defended himself after the guy reached for the gun. The second guy was trying to brain him with a skateboard. Now, just because that guy didn't have a gun doesn't mean you can't defend yourself. You can get killed by the trucks on one of them skateboards bashing you in the skull. Okay, you don't get to bash somebody with a skateboard, which, if you've ever held one, is heavy, and an edge can freaking kill you. It can crush your skull. Dead. So the basic point is, the word that comes to mind again is, he could have been killed.
He didn't go there looking to harm anybody. Following his rights, and it just so happened that people attacked him. It's good for him that he was able to defend himself with his rights.
Yep.
That's the way it ought to be.
I mean, the last one is the most cut and dry, where a guy comes up to you, with a gun, and then points the gun at him, and then gets shot. And the one who didn't die, the one with the most deadly weapon in hand, didn't die. The first one was using a mob to threaten death. The second one was using a skateboard to threaten death. And the third one actually had a gun.
I'd imagine that if he could go back, and if there was some way to change them people from not doing what they did when they attacked him, he didn't want to kill nobody. Who does?
No.
I highly doubt he would. No, there's no way.
He went there to kill somebody, is what I hear Joy Reid say on TV. And it's absolutely ludicrous. How do you run away from people yelling what he was yelling, which was like, I think he was yelling innocent or friendly, and he's yelling away. And as he's running, he's not shooting and killing anybody. So don't give me this bull crap that he's a vigilante. vigilante stays and shoots people from a building.
Right.
You know, sniper vigilante. That's not what a vigilante is. So stop saying he's a vigilante because he has a gun. Because why don't you say that about Rittenhouse? That guy had a gun, and I don't hear Joy Reid saying anything about it.
That's just like if somebody breaks into your house and you find them leaving, you can't shoot them on their way out the door.
Right.
You're not going to pursue them to try to kill them just because they're in your house. You let them go, get rid of them, be done. Things can be replaced, but life can't, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And at every point, he was running away from danger. Running
to get
away.
yeah.
Danger was chasing him. So really, that's what it comes down to for us. You know, on our hour drive to work, we get to talk about things like that. We figured we'd start putting some of it on video. So anyway, it's just a rant. Like I said, if you're going to put down some bull crap comment about you're this and you're that doesn't, I'm just going to think you're an idiot. What is the solution is saying something constructive.
Right, if you're going to put a comment on there, do just rant. Bring some facts, bring some ideas, bring some, something that's pertinent, that is solid.
Yeah, we brought facts. He ran here. The guy grabbed the gun here. The guy hit him with a skateboard here. Those are our facts. Yes, we added some personal thoughts into it, but that's what we do. If you want to respond to it, then respond to facts. Let's hear some normal talk and not that we're racist, because I'm not. I don't think I am. But maybe it's inherent in being white.
Well, I know there's a thing out there that says that you are racist because you are white. Even if you don't know you are, you still are.
Crazy. Anyway, you guys have a good day. From Central Maine Builder here in Maine, traveling up the highway back home. You guys have a great day. Later.
Peace.